representation of what's happening. So you can't just highlight the negatives. So I remember Akala talking about how we don't hear that kind of the smartest girl in the UK is a 7-year-old who has the IQ of Einstein and has got all her GCSEs by the age of 6. Those narratives pushed of educated immigrant families, as well as the imagery of young black fog stabs. Both representations have to be honest. And I think when you say the media slightly changed, 10 years ago, would Piers Morgan have been challenged by ITV on his kind of racial slur? Or was it racial? Was it about mental health? I don't know. But would there have been such an uproar 10, 15 years ago? Probably not. And there's this kind of cancel culture, which can be good, can be bad, but when it's used appropriately, I think challenging and cancelling people who do spout kind of racist ideology is good. But yeah, I think the media have to do it from both ways. They have to represent, give an authentic representation of what's happening in the black community. But yeah, that's important.
We actually have a question from Nyasha.
Okay.
Sorry if I'm not saying that right. It's actually a similar question. Do you think the protest last year has impacted UK politics and policy?
Jeez.
Getting all the questions today, man.
It's a tough one. It's probably too soon to say for politics side of things. Yeah, it's hard to challenge that, especially at
Under the
current situation.
Yeah, I think what it has done, it's brought the conversation to the mainstream, and the uncomfortable conversations are being had in places where previously it wouldn't. It would just be done in echo chambers of black communities. But I think the conversation is being had in all the major kind of arenas in society, whether it's healthcare and racism, whether it's education in the schools and having an honest curriculum, whether it's whatever institution there is. I think the conversation is being had, and parts of society are actually clocking onto what's going on. Maybe there is an injustice here. So yeah, I think as a society we're slowly consciously being kind of awakened to what's happening, and you know it's been how many years of that change happening. I think that the next step is political change and accurate representation and education and policy from the top down, because ultimately that's where the change is going to be, from the top down.
Yeah, and it's such a hard one for media as well, because when you're reading, especially like now, you have all these different headlines just flying, and you can just see them in a second, and it's like people need to be really, really conscious of how much they're trusting things and where that media is coming from.
Yeah.
What agenda the people writing it have. Yeah. And like if the headline's something about Meghan Markle, and I mean you'd have to be like quite a moron to believe a lot of the stuff that's actually going on. Let's face it.
You know what? This is what I like to do when I'm bored. I go on the Daily Mail and I look through the comments.
I do that, man. I'm
like, you's a idiot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So many dumb idiots in society.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. It's just like an absolute, like fucking festering.
You know what I quite like to do? I like going on Daily Mail, right? Going onto it, but then this is the secret part, right? You go down to the comments.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. That's it.
Juicy.
You should just every now and again just drop a little thing about. Do you know what I mean? Like just a little thing, and just leave it to simmer for 3 hours, and come back and just watch the shit stall. It's just like these offended like middle class. People must do that, man. They must just like wait on Daily Mail for the next comment to come through and just
It's sad.
It's really sad.
Man.
It's sad.
People have too much time on their hands, and there's no responsibility. You know, like people can say whatever the hell they want, can't they?
Yeah.
Which is a good thing, and it's also it's quite a dangerous thing as well. There's no repercussions at all. I can't say I've ever been on the Daily Mails.
Yeah, the Daily Mail's good. The Sun's good. Even BBC.
Put it in context.
Yeah, like good.
It's good to read stupid comments and ignore people.
Yeah, don't quote me on that.
We're going to take that as a soundbite. Thank you for listening. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast to catch up on new episodes every week. Also, check us out on our Facebook and Instagram at RecRooms, where you can find out about our other exciting music series. We also have this and all our other episodes of the podcast up on our RecRooms YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure. See you next time.